Barzey from the British Blacklist, and today I'm joined by the incredible Jonathan Majors, who stars as Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Before I go anywhere, brother, I just wanted to check in and ask, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Basic needs are met?
Basic needs are met. All of a sudden, I feel hugged. I feel comforted. So the homie just walked out, and now we got you. So I'm feeling real cozy right now.
I'm glad, bro.
Thank you for asking.
Of course. So now I'm gonna ask you, who is Kang?
Who is Kang?
Yes. Speak freely.
Kang is Kang, man. Kang got a Kang. Kang is a hyper intelligent Nexus being who's flesh and blood, who has seen and been places and spent time in places, and supervillain. And he's a new supervillain, you know. Yeah.
I'm sure that you've probably been asked this specific formal question of how does it feel to play the bad guy when you normally play the good guy. I wanted to take that a little bit further and go beyond that and ask you, I don't necessarily define your other characters as good guys. I define them as roles that exist outside of oppression and resistance.
Mm-hmm.
But with this character, I feel like there's a strange nuance to it in the form of, like, as a culture, generally, you know, if we're rising up against Jim Crow or colonialism, now the ball's in your court, it's in your hands.
Yep.
Is that an irony that resonates with you being in this position as opposed to the opposite side of the spectrum? Or am I overthinking it?
No, I don't think you're overthinking it. I think we both need to think on that more and examine it. And I think that's something that Kang can do. You know, it's an exploration and a conversation with that energy. You know, what you see is an individual drive for Kang, which is quite different from. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, there's an individual drive that's pushing Kang, and it's a personal drive that's pushing Kang. And so as it unfolds, right, as everything unfolds, we will see the extent, you know, of we will see that answer come to fruition, I think. Yeah.
When we speak to drivers in terms of, I feel like I know you, I guess.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when we speak to drivers, I feel like you're not necessarily, correct me if I'm wrong, driven by accolades or necessarily even driven by seeing yourself on the screen as someone who doesn't even watch your own films after the fact. But without going too deep, I also have an older sister who calls me after she sees things and says, "Hey, I see that thing you did there.
Wicked.
Keep doing that thing you're doing there."
Wicked.
And it feels special.
Yep.
Having also you been in the same position where I've heard your sister had seen 3 back-to-back trailers of her younger brother, you know, doing his thing. How does that feel for you? Like, speaking from the inner child, how does that feel for you? What sense of fulfillment do you get from being in the MCU and being in big films where you can create impact and resonate with loads of people?
Yeah, I think it's emotional, bro, because I think what you're talking, because when it comes from my sister, there's so much encoded in what she's saying. We came from nothing, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, she's saying, wow, it's not just, it's actually awesome. You know what I mean? You stand in awe. And I feel like the little brothers who made it to the top of the tree, you know, with the cape on. You know, I told you I could do it. You know, I told you we could do it, you know? And when it comes from somebody who never gave up on you, you know, who gave you everything so you could have this little bit, you know what I mean? It moves you, you know what I mean? And then you look at that on this stage, and then the sister relationship, you know, is then it transcends to that mutates into the cultural relationship, and then the national relationship, and then the human relationship, you know, where you see an individual and you go, wow, how did that happen? You know what I mean? And then you realize that individual, and it's weird because we're talking about, you know, my process, you know, but I'm sure Sidney Poitier and Harry and, you know, Nat King Cole and Denzel Washington, you know what I mean, Halle Berry, you know, I'm sure they had that moment where they're like, wow, you know what I mean? Wow. And then it goes from the family, to the family, to the family, to the family, to the family, you know, and it's for everybody at that point. But it does start from that little boy trying to climb a tree, you know, and trying to make his sister proud. You know, that's what we're all trying to do. Yeah. Right? Make sis proud.
Thank you, brother. That was definitely your passion talking right there.
Ooh. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Wicked, yeah.
Pleasure's always, brother. Yeah.